I don't... We're not at the end of the game. We're getting close.
Zero Dawn.
This is Zero Dawn. This
found
place is Zero Dawn. Why?
Are you really so surprised?
Yes?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures.
Hey, yeah boy. Yes, something. Tell me the story from lounge staff. This morning's unfortunate incident with Dr. Popovich is another example of reception's need for additional support. We appreciate that Zero Dawn is an immensely complicated project, but as the staff who serve on the front line, we're tired of being neglected. As we have already requested, we need human translators, fluent in Polish, for example, security staff who can subdue enraged embryologists, for example, and dermal sedatives to calm persons who are screaming in Polish while hurling chairs and vases at reception staff, for example. Yes, most of the candidates are reasonably calm and well behaved, but we need help handling the exceptions to that rule. Please respond. I've just figured it out, I think. I believe Zero Dawn is a mass cloning project. They destroyed everyone who was alive at the time of the robot uprising in order to stop the robots. The embryologists are attempting to learn how cloning works. I can't say much more past there, but that's what I think right now. Long Nest Monster, your name is amazing. Welcome, thank you for the follow, very generous, but I think Zero Dawn is a mass cloning project. There you go. Tonix, good to see you, man. I don't know if I figured anything big out yet, other than what I maybe just figured out right here. We're entering Zero Dawn right now. Am I right? We'll find out. Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an
Oh no.
regarding the purpose of your visit.
Oh no, we're gonna find out what horrors were done down here. Numbers.
What was this?
I'd love to learn that sea cat, thank you.
A holographic theater.
Oh boy, is it Return of the Jedi?
Initiating playback.
Story time. Story time.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Hello, friend.
I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret super-weapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them.
Oh my
They're all
goodness.
lies.
Oh my
Zero
goodness.
Dawn is not a super-weapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. Here's why.
Such lying,
By
such
the time
propaganda.
the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague.
Okay, the
Nothing
corruption
can.
is the Pharaoh
Robots
Plague.
will
We know it
continue
now.
to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global
Goodbye, Earth.
extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more.
Oh my goodness.
If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all
Darn
down.
you, Pharaoh
The
Industries.
entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months.
They're probably like
That's
crying
the
and
most
yelling,
survival
right? I
option.
think so.
The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work
Okay.
you will do here.
Okay with this so far?
Zero Day. The day that life on Earth ceases to exist. Is
Oh
coming fast.
man.
It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
We lost the war. So what Pharaoh Company funded was the destruction of all of humanity?
That doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it.
Oh my goodness, friends. So Harris sent all those people to die, like partially because we needed more time to complete the Zero Dawn project, but partially because we just needed to kill a whole bunch of humans. Oh man. And so all the robots are leftovers. I wonder when they turn back on. Because he said that the robots will be hibernating forever. I mean, maybe... So again, I'm going with like, this is probably a cloning project to keep us around. But when we reawoken, the robots were awoke also? I'm not sure. Alright, where is me? Okay, lots of things to read here.
They got in. Through the vents.
Who are
Let
kestrels?
nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out!
Oh gosh. There's only 3 enemies,
What is
right?
this place?
We can do this. I'm gonna sneak behind him in melee. I can't jump through that at all. Okay, that's no good. The very first conversation we overheard, or not conversation, the first data point we ever saw with our little Bluetooth scanner fun thing was someone saying, "Why didn't you put a back door into it?" So again, that there's not a back door into the Pharaoh robots is the reason that they couldn't stop the robot or take over. Yeah, quite so. Man, the storyline here is a little unexpected. Like I said, I had the cloning thing figured out for quite a while, but they didn't even like try fighting the robots. They just gave up. Or I guess they probably fought them for a while. Shoot. Hey, Joji. I know that when you say Chinese food, you're like chicken wings, right?
Now, the data points. What do they contain?
Got order. Poor robots. Poor robots. They just want to do their jobs. But their jobs are terrible.
I'm sure
Story
you now
time.
understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
Do they
I
only
believe
clone
we
military people?
negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, U.S. Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've
Bad
got the
times.
prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was...
That's enough of that one. Enough of that one. PhD in aerospace engineering. So it's called candidate interview. So they're trying to decide which people they should clone, I think. There's a voice recording. I'm assuming it just said, like, blah, blah, blah. I know lots of aerospace stuff. I'm a smart guy. Maybe not. Alright, other things to scan. Over here was one? Wait, over here's one? Or somewhere's one? Up, maybe? There is up. Can I scan from down here? PhD Art History Museum Studies. They're only cloning doctorates. We have good hopes for the future then.
Why I was brought here. Why
Fantastic.
would you show me these things?
I know that there's already a lot to take in.
In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm, the Pharaoh plague?
Oh, poor art
I
historian can't understand
it
it
is
all.
terrible, but it really
Poor art
cannot be
historian.
stopped. Why tell us this? There are people in Shanghai, my friends, my family. They have joined Operation Enduring Victory already.
Okay, more for time.
You previously worked for Pharaoh Automated Systems.
On the chariot line self-replication routines. I came here
Another
thinking
PhD.
this was a rendition. When your people took me, I thought,
Data security
About time.
consultant. Alright, my sense here is
Discuss.
they had to make some pretty hard decisions about who to bring along on their cloning adventure. I mean, I wouldn't want to make those choices myself, but they're using education as a proxy for intelligence, I'm assuming, and the kind of skills they want are all across the world. Here we go. Counselor guidelines. Oh, story time. One moment. Be right back with you.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself
Everything's
will cease
ending.
to exist. But does that have to be the end?
Of course not.
What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew?
So destroying all of
This is the
humanity,
aim,
and now
the hope of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super intelligent, fully automated
finally, what
terraforming
Zero Dawn
system
is.
and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these
Super
aren't AIs, but
complex.
make no
Super
mistake,
complex.
each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before
How'd they do it all
attempted.
then?
Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And
Oh,
that's
maybe all
just
the other
start.
ruins are...
We don't have to
those?
build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build.
So they just made
itself.
Gaia, and then Gaia made all the other
Now, over the days
machines.
to come,
Like that.
you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will
So
generate
fast.
those deactivation codes General
So
Harris talked
fast.
about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good.
That part
Gaia
didn't
will
happen, it
not just
seemed.
build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries.
True
From
AI.
detoxifying the Earth's
Can do it
ravaged
all.
atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world,
Did that happen?
and most important, how not to repeat our mistakes.
Like,
It's
are
not
we
an
a
impossible
tribal
dream.
culture that didn't get
It
there
is
yet?
within our
Or
grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
Okay, so they made a super AI to try to rebuild the whole world.
The whole Earth just
It apparently worked somewhat. It's worked somewhat. Thank you for that follow, Lancer Terra. Very, very generous of you.
By a machine.
One second. More talking.
A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this.
Not just Elizabeth. Lots of people together did it. Lots of people together did it.
Why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how'd it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot?
Scan here.
Why does it want to kill me? And
It's a,
Apollo,
still talking. Still talking.
the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
Okay, so Hades is a giant computer that wants to destroy us. All the giant computers should be part of Gaia. Gaia should love us because we are a clone, it seems, of Dr. Elizabeth. Okay, Khalid, welcome back, friend. Good, nice to have you again here a second time in a row. Dr. Akalaria, your point is well taken. I found historically, though, if we do too much sitting and listening to lore, people get bored and leave. So try to keep things moving.